Hey everybody, welcome to week 3 of class. Good job finishing the first unit. Seems like everybody is getting the hang of this online coursework and using Blackboard. So great job getting that done. That means it's time to move into unit 2. In unit 2, we're going to talk about analyzing argument. What are the components of an argument that make it a solid argument? And so the first thing we need to do before we can analyze argument is learn the components or the nuts and bolts of what makes up argument. So you'll be reading chapters 2 and 4 in the textbook this week, and it talks about a lot of the terminology and strategies of argument. Now, I know some people in the intro discussion board said they're not really into arguing. Some people said they could argue with a wall. So we've got the full end of the spectrum there. But one thing I want to point out, whether you like to argue or you don't, is that understanding argument is really crucial in today's world. We need to have the tools to analyze argument because whether you engage in one or not, we are being bombarded with argument all the time in our daily lives, whether this is through the media or advertisement, politics, even our family and friends. And so we want to better understand argument and how it works so that we can be a more critical consumer, a more critical citizen, a more engaged person in our world that revolves around many types of arguments. And so as we learn the nuts and bolts and the strategies and terminology of argument, we'll see that we can start to apply that not only for class, but in our daily lives. So it's important that we don't take things at face value, that we don't just everything that comes in, that we're like, oh, okay. We need to learn to become stronger questioners, more critical thinkers, better analysts, because these are skills we use every single day, even if we're not aware of them. And analysis is a skill that we use every single day that we often take for granted. Say you needed to buy a car. If you went to a car lot, you wouldn't just take the salesman's word for it. He would say, oh, this is a great car. Go ahead. Psh, got it. You would analyze about that car and the purchase. You would look at the mileage and you would look at the condition it was in and the reviews posted online about that car and the make and the model and the year. All of those components that go into thinking critically whether this is a good purchase. That's analysis. So now we're going to take analysis and apply it to the academic setting, the academic context of argument. So first step is to learn the strategies and terminology of argument so that we can engage in these conversations. So we'll go through the checklist here real quick of what's due and what you're going to be doing. So right now you're watching the video, got that checked off. You're going to read chapters 2 and 4 in the informed argument and the essay 2 assignment. And this is the big assignment for the unit that will be due July 1st, but take a look at it now so you understand where we are headed. Then on Sunday, you'll see the quiz, and there's a glossary assignment that's going to be useful for the other work you're doing. Then you're going to go back into the textbook and choose one of the clusters of essays in part 3, and you'll complete the cluster analysis assignment. Meanwhile, you'll also want to be drafting essay 2 as well. And then we'll do that the same way. June 28th will be rough draft. I'll get you feedback right away. And then July 1st is the due date. So to access all of the assignments and places for submission, you just click on Unit 2 there, and you will see the list of everything you will need to get Unit 2 completed. Of course, I'm here to help and support, and please reach out with any questions, concerns, frustrations, confusions. That's what I'm here for. All right, we'll see you online. Have a great week.